All right, I will upload this link as well so that when you can have a look at it also later. Okay, so let's look at this task. You will notice that this is how I will usually give my task so that you can look through it and make sure you do it point and step by step. So what is this task? It is to plan out a new website on a blank piece of paper. Okay, I just want to mention here that you are going to do it on a blank piece of paper digitally. Because of course you cannot give it to me in person. So this is the way we can do it. All right. So then what you do is you draw a central box and put home page in it. That is what I also did yesterday. Oh, I'm getting this message on my screen all the time. So then you put a box in the middle and you will use shapes to do that, and you will put home in it, and then draw separate boxes around the homepage box for subtopics. So like yesterday, you will decide what warrants a new page or a page on its own, and then you will draw lines to those boxes. If these subtopics divide further, add those topics to the page using additional boxes, like I also showed you yesterday when you make a little line and you make more boxes. And then just note that you don't actually write content. You will just give me an idea of what content will be in there, and not actually write the content. Determine what warrants a separate page. Like yesterday, if you want to separate products and services, or if you want to separate gallery and shop, if you have an online shop, things like that. Draw lines connecting these pages to the homepage box. Draw lines from the subtopics of each page to the page itself. So always just use little lines to connect them. If you have a lot going on your page, you might want to make it quite small. Yeah, you're gonna have to just, but luckily when you have that box, you can drag it around anywhere. So just see how you can do it, but remember it must fit on one page. This should provide you with a rough map of what you want to do on your website. Also something that you can keep for yourself. So when you start planning and doing other things, then you can actually, or when you start doing your website, your actual program, or not program, your design, you need to keep that next to you. Now you must choose 5 colors for your website. And here at the bottom, I'm saying crayons or coloring pencils, but of course you are going to use, on the computer, you are going to choose some colors. I'll show you quickly how you can do that. Okay, then on the other side, it's how I'm going to assess this with a rubric, and you will get a mark for elements of design, for effort, required elements, creativity, and originality. So when you do this assignment, have a look at the rubric points as well and see, am I displaying some creativity here, or am I just giving you plain boring, straightforward things? Boring isn't bad, okay? It doesn't have to be complicated. But if you show some originality or effort, when I say effort, it's that you're not going to just draw those boxes. You're actually going to make sure they're the same size. You're going to pay attention to detail. You're going to make them look nice and professional. So you see, that is what I mean with effort. So if you're just going to do it in a hurry, and I can tell that you didn't put a lot of thought into it, of course you cannot get a good mark for effort. So then of course required elements means, does my assignment contain all of these things that I mentioned here? Did you draw a box in the center? Check. Did you draw separate boxes? Check. Did you do subtopics? Check. If you can check all these boxes, then of course you will get full marks for required elements. If you have additional things in there, you can't get additional marks, but you will get full marks for this. Creativity just means, is your color coding good? Do you show that things are looking nice? Are you actually showing me something I didn't expect, something that you are surprising me with? And then when it comes to originality, is maybe I've seen a million web pages before, but I've never seen one quite like this because you brought in this one element that I didn't think of. So that is basically what it means. Now when you go down, I want you to take this, this is a Word document, so you can actually copy and paste this on your Word document as well. And you can see that you need to choose text color, background color, and then 3 other colors. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do that now. So I'm going to stop sharing here. I'm just going to open myself a little Word document on this side. Okay, and then let me just quickly come this way and share that window with you. Okay, so when we say choose a few colors, okay, there are 5. So you can actually just insert a small little table and you can say text color, background color, color 1, and it doesn't have to be big. Okay, so here you can just decide which color. So you can choose text color is going to be black, hopefully. Background color is usually white unless you want to choose another one. And now here this 3 colors is where you must go and choose more or less what you want to put on your website. So let's say, for example, I'm gonna go with, look, this is just something I'm thinking of right now. So let's say I'm going for that spa thing of mine, you know, that I've been using. I'm gonna go for a green, okay, and I'm gonna go for a earthy kind color. Like that, and I'm gonna go for I'm just thinking things up, another type of green, maybe something, okay, that's too close to the other one, so maybe a yellowy color. Okay, so that is what you now do. You don't have to yet name the colors, you don't have to give their codes. You can just make something quick like this on your document before you start. So let's say, for example, you put this right at the top. Okay, I'm going to show you. I'm going to just quickly going to flip this page. Remember, it would be better for it to be landscape. So I'm going to make it landscape. And I think, now I said undo. Okay, and then just going to put this little table in the middle, and now you can actually, if you want more space, you can just go and make your margins narrow, which will give you a bigger page. And now I've got my color at the top, but I still have the whole page at the bottom to work with. So now you go and insert your first shape, which is obviously going to be home page. So here in the middle, if you want all of them to be the same, let's just edit it first. That's what I should have done yesterday. Then I don't have to edit them all separately. So I'm going to edit one box. Okay, I'm also going to write in this box. Okay. And then I'm going to just copy myself a lot of these boxes. Copy, paste, 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 paste. So if you do this, I now know all my boxes are exactly the same size and they look exactly the same. So you can just put them here on the side for when you use them. If you don't use all of them, you can just delete them. So I've got them ready to go. Here we go. My home page. Remember how you can check if something is in the middle. Usually there's a line that appears. Here you go. As soon as you see that green line, you know you are in the middle. Okay. So home page stays the same. Now I can start taking some of my additional boxes and you can now start designing. For example, this will be my home page, that center one. This one will be about us. So you just click on the text and you change the text, and then you go on and you insert the connecting lines. Okay. So if you start by making yourself a lot of boxes, then you don't have to worry about them not being the same size. So I've got my About Us box here. So if you want, you can first do all the main pages. So let's say, for example, I am putting this one here, and this will be my contact page. Or us. And then, of course, insert a line to that one. Why am I getting that message? Okay, So you just keep doing this, and now I think first do the main pages, and then once you are done with the main pages, then you take out and you start doing the others. Okay, so let's say I'm just going to pretend that got a few of these here. So if there is nothing going to go underneath this one, if that's all I'm going to put in there, I'm clicking too fast and now I'm making mistakes. So a little short explanation of what will be in your About Us box. Okay, so that should be fine, and that's it. So you don't have to write a lot. You can just give yourself an idea of what you want to say. It can be bigger, it can be smaller. If you can't fit things in, I suggest you make your font a little bit smaller. Okay, so that is basically how. So here at the top, I've got my colors, and you can also edit this just to look a little bit better, not just like you did it like right now. So here you've got your colors on the page as well, and now here you will put together your pages. So remember, the ones you don't use, you just delete at the end. And if you need more, you just make more by clicking and saying copy, paste, 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 paste. So until you are done. So what I suggest is do this so long, okay, because this is only due 20 March. So go and start this so long and see how it evolves in the next few weeks, and if you want to add or take away from it. You can also send it to me if you think it's done, and then I will give you some feedback before you submit. And then when you submit, it can be with the feedback I already gave you. All right. So I think this is about it, and I think you'll be fine. So please have a look at the assignment, have a look at this video later, and if you still have any other questions, please ask me in class next time. I'm just going to stop my video quickly.